Canadian-born Nigerian singer relocates to native Delta village, says Nigeria better than Canada. A Canadian-born Nigerian Ndubisi Okumabwa has relocated to his native place, Isele-Uku village, Delta State in Nigeria, for his music career to gain more recognition. Okumabwa, popularly known as Undu, is a young up-and-coming rapper, songwriter, and producer who left his place in Winnipeg's Fort Rouge in Canada to settle in Nigeria. Speaking about his decision, Okumabwa, according to Nigeria Abroad, said, "In Canada, you cannot fully own anything. Everything you own can be taken away from you. I feel at home. I'm realizing my dream. That's important to me," he added. He admitted that living in Nigeria is not the same as living in Canada, as many Nigerians are scrambling to migrate to Canada, perceived as a land of opportunities, but the music artist related differently. He submitted that Nigeria does not have the same accessible amenities as Canada, but spiritually, Nigeria is stronger. "A simple life can be a good life," he stated. "I am among my uncles, aunties, cousins, and family members and friends. I am okay. Luckily, my parents used to bring my siblings and I to visit Nigeria since we were children, so I'm chill here. I've written a lot during the pandemic and produced hundreds of songs for the artist and myself, and background music for movies. People are getting to know me around here. That feels hopeful. I have a big interest in doing independent mix with Afrobeat. I want to do it all: dance music, reflection music, and car listening music," he said. Asked why he felt Nigeria is a better place to accomplish his dreams, he said, "Artists that need genuine support in the beginning, but there is not a lot of support for artists like us who are attempting to break the manufactured mainstream mold. People who are seen as socially acceptable and successful get more grants than those of us who are behind the curve. I do not think that it is fair or right." The rapper, who once got a grant, said the requirements were a hard nut to crack in Canada. "My life is good in Nigeria. Life is good in Nigeria. Perfect, not perfect, but good. I'm creating my music the way I want to. I would rather be free and happy with myself to live longer." Damn. Really and truly, a lot of Nigerians will see this news and be very angry and say, "What is he doing? Is he crazy?" I am assuming that he's a citizen. Yeah, Canadian born, he's a citizen. So really and truly, his perspective is different. His life is different. He grew up there. The mentality is different. Yes, he has had to adjust as he's come back to Nigeria. But the fact is, if anything happens, he will go on his plane and he will go back to Canada and raise his passport. So his case is very different, because reading this, I can just perceive, I can feel the anger in a lot of Nigerians saying, "So we are here trying to go to Canada, you now left the place and want to come back here because spirituality is stronger." And to be honest, this is, it reflects his privilege. It reflects his privilege. And of course, people that don't have that privilege are burning inside and are like, "What is he doing?" But his perspective on life and the way his outlook is totally different. Yes, we understand what the average Nigerian goes through and the mentality, but he has not experienced it. He has not lived it, especially in his foundational years of living. He's now returned to Nigeria as an adult, when most habits have been formed, when his mind, all he will have to do is adapt. But his thinking will not change. And his path is different. Something goes left, he's on a plenty. He's going back. Because he's Canadian born. And it's like, okay, fine. Ideally, if Nigeria is better. He says life is here in Nigeria is not perfect, but it is good. He's comfortable. He's not like an average Nigerian. He's not going to suffer the average Nigerian suffers. So he's here for the music, and that's his personal choice. Again, we might not understand it. We might not we might not understand it. We don't have to. It doesn't really matter, because it's his life and it is his decision to make. However, it's just the irony, the strong contrast. It's crazy, because that just would be like wagwan, like wagwan. Someone here says, yes, a man with one eye is king among the blind. For Canada, you are not among the big boys. Nobody sees you there. You've come to the village where Buhari created poverty among some people, and the poor in the village are now seeing you as a big boy. That's why you opened your mouth to talk rubbish. But it's not that. His mentality is different, and you can't blame him because that's his life. It's the privilege that he has, and that just happens to be his life. I mean, yes, to be honest, no matter how you see it, when you are in another man's land, you are never fully yourself. You are never fully your, how do I describe it? You are in another man's land. That is self-explanatory. So it's like you're gonna have to do is adapt and live. It's as chill as that. But it's going to be very different when you come back to your home, your indigenous land. There's a different, you move different, you feel different. The identity is different. It's solid. Doesn't mean that Nigeria doesn't come with its problems, but it's different when it comes to that. Again, there's no point talking about this in a way where we are like, what are you doing? Because he's not going to listen. He's not born in Nigeria. And I will keep emphasizing that. So his backup plan is a proper back. He's going back if anything happens, And the benefit is that he's with family, he's around family, and I guess that's a really good thing. And he says that while he was in Canada, his parents did bring him and his siblings to Nigeria often to visit. So obviously Nigeria has been in his mind, you know, um, he has been there lingering enough for him to potentially be like, what, I can live there, and now he's living there, and that's his decision to make. Uh, don't mind him. He wants to break into the music industry in Nigeria. That's why he ran back home. Of course. What do you mean? There are a lot of international artists. No international artists, but Nigerian born, actually no, abroad born artists that have moved back to Nigeria, or that moved out of Nigeria to abroad, but then they found that in the abroad for music, the type them doing it's not if they didn't if they didn't Afrobeat and want to break into the market, they have to come back. There's no how, you have to come back, especially if you want to do something that is rooted in the land where the market and demand is. You can't do it from outside. You have to go back. So it is what it is, and you can't fault him for that. I mean, Tiwa Savage moved back to Nigeria for music. Who else? Naira Marley, UK. Who else? There's so many. Even actors, Nigerian actors. You are moving. If you want to break into the Nigerian music industry or arts, you have to move back because that's how it works. Or else you can't break in. So you can't blame him as well. And really and truly, the potential and the possibility, they are higher. Because you can be successful. I mean, it's proven you can be a successful musician in Nigeria. So it is what it is. He's keeping his options open. His backup plan is there. Whatever happens, he will take his flight ticket and he will go back because he's a Canadian citizen as well. That's it. But I think I don't forget to like and subscribe.